All right, we're back now with Great Day Books with the start of the new school year fast approaching. We have some great options to really get your kids ready for heading back to class and get excited about reading some fun books.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lori Fazio from RJ Julia Booksellers is here to tell us about some choices that she's got. Hello.
Hello, hello. Summer's not over.
Not over.
Not over.
No.
So there's still time to get that reading in because they, teachers want their kids to read and, get back in.
It's never too late.
It's
never too late.
It's sometimes such a struggle, but I think this year we finally hit it with, not reading an academic book. My daughter started to love, you said those Colleen Hoover books are not, they're flying off the shelf.
Flying off the shelves.
Or you've got, I don't know where you're going to start, but you've got, we'll get to that, The Summer I Turned Pretty, because there's some popular stuff where they can realize reading could be like watching a show.
Reading can be fun. Reading can be like watching a show. You can escape into something when you read. And so The Summer I Turned Pretty, we could start with that.
Okay.
I mean, we've talked about this, maybe a month ago. This is Jenny Han, who there's a series that she does now. You can watch Jenny
Amazon
Han
Prime.
and you can read. And so this is the first of a trilogy. She writes trilogies. That's what she does. The other one, which was a few years ago, was To All the Boys I Loved Before or something. I love that. That was like my guilty pleasure. I read it and I watched like the series, which is kind of silly by myself. I watched them, but
I watched the series right now, The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's so good, and especially if you're from this area, it takes place on a beach in Massachusetts. It's all about a summer home in a beach town.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining, and again, it's an escape. And so the kids will love reading this, and like young adults and young 20-year-olds are reading these books, the Jenny Han books. So
or us too, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know. I read this, and then I read my deep dark books too.
I just don't want to let the pigeon drive the bus.
Oh my gosh! So Mo Willem, he's so talented, and I love the Pigeon. He wants to drive that bus so badly, and there are many books in the Pigeon series. In fact, there's a new one coming out in September. We haven't had a new Pigeon book in a while. So don't let the Pigeon drive the bus. I thought it was appropriate for going back to school. And the bus driver is saying, no matter what you do, do not let him drive. And the pictures are funny. You could see the expressions. He just wants nothing other than to drive that bus.
Drive the bus, the Pigeon.
It is hilarious.
Does he have a license?
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Finally, a book you can say no to. But I think a lot of kids were entertained in the pandemic. Mo Williams was doing all the stuff on Google.
Right.
But they say they're comparing him just to like a Walt Disney and a Charles Schultz. He's becoming so iconic. Yeah.
And you look at this Pigeon and you see the eyes, you see the wild expression in it's hilarious. I love the Pigeon books.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
excited for the new one in September.
Okay.
I also brought This Is a School. So this is a picture book. It's beautiful. It shows all kinds of kids, and it starts very simple. This is a classroom. This is the hallway. This is, so it seems simple, but it really puts it all together about what a school could be. There's a lot of kids with this pandemic that have never been in a school before.
Yeah, this is
the little ones, if you think about it, this is their first experience.
Right.
Wow.
They may not have gone to a preschool. They may not have gone to kindergarten.
What a great idea this is. So elementary, but
This is a kid in a class. This is a class in a
and
hall.
they're really inclusive pictures, and it's just and you could find something on every page that maybe the words aren't telling you, but they can pick out and say, well, what's this and what's that, and oh, I'm going to make friends. Oh, I need to listen to the teacher. One of my daughters is a teacher, and last year she had some kids in her classroom that had never been in a school, and it was like teaching them from square one, even though it was first and second graders.
The illustrations are beautiful.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. It's really, they're colorful, they're very inclusive, and very there's a lot of energy that come off those pages.
Excellent.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So then I also brought, so this is just so funny. So JD and the Great Barber Battle. So he is going to get his back to school haircut. Well, no, his mother wants to give him the back to school haircut. He does not like it, and he decides, I'm gonna do haircuts. And so he starts his thing, and then now it's the thing in the school, who's gonna give the better haircut, and they do a really good job.
That's
so
fantastic.
it's just it's funny, but it's also a little story about this kid kind of starting his own a little entrepreneurial, right? Starting his own business.
That's fantastic. I love it.
And always the age-old battle of the haircut of what mom wants versus what the kid wants.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I need a back to school haircut desperately. me, but you know, I will go to the hairdresser for
Yeah.
that.
All right.
And then, so Jerry Craft, a couple of years ago, he wrote New Kid.
Oh yeah, we have New Kid. That's a big popular one.
It's a very popular. So this is the second one. This is called Class Act. It's a companion. You don't have to read one before the other. It's a graphic novel. We talk about graphic novels a lot, how they're fantastic. They're creative. They teach the vocabulary. They've got, you know, the pictures, but then the reading. And this is reading. So
I love that you say that, because I've actually had some toe-to-toes with some teachers who said they can't read graphic novels, and I'm like, listen, you know, people
send them to us.
Yeah.
Send the teacher to us. We will tell them it is reading. We will school them. And Jerry Craft is so talented. He really gets important messages in his books while they're also really entertaining to read.
I'm going to buy that one.
Kids love
from you.
these books.
Yeah. Excellent.
For Julian.
Yeah. So lots of time to still read and get the cobwebs out.
And even into the fall, keep reading, keep reading,
Yes.
keep reading. Even if you get assigned a book, you can still read a book that you'd like, choosing on your own.
Definitely.
Excellent. Thanks, Laura.
Yeah. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. All right.